Just doing a test run before I start the next video. I'm going to be talking about Merrick Garland and Ruth Bader Ginsburg and how the Supreme Court's election is all screwed up now. How it's massive amount of politics. How everything is now of the adjective borked after Judge Robert Bork, nominated by President Reagan in the 80s, and how ideology is now everything and how it is used against the party in power trying to get the nomination through, and how that translates to today with current stipulations and unwritten rules and I don't want to say codes of honor, but ways that we cultural norms, if you want to call it that, just how we go about selecting Supreme Court justices now because of what happened with Judge Bork and how the unwritten, unspoken rules have now changed, in part to a lot of players still around today. People like Joe Biden, who said in the early 90s under a Republican president, H.W., because it's an election year, we should wait and nominate the next justice when the people have a say. And that was part of the attack on H.W. from the media, from the culture. That didn't change. So we waited, and here we are now. But so we waited, and then H.W. lost because everybody thought that the election, or that the economy was terrible, everything was terrible, that everything was the worst because we had a Republican in office, and so Clinton won with the help of third party Ross Perot. That was part of it, but it was mainly because the media just honed in on that message, like they always do every election year. Republican bad, Democrat good. So Clinton got in, and he nominated Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She's been on the court ever since, until she passed away last week due to her bout with her battle with pancreatic cancer that she's been fighting for the past decade. And so the seat opened. Questionably, the timing with facts that have now come to light, the timing of all that is up in question. But nevertheless, right before an election, 40 some odd days to go, the seat opened. Here we are. Democrats now have a legit reason to be fired up to go and vote, even if it is for Joe Biden, a man that they want nothing to do with, or that they're not excited whatsoever in the slightest to vote for, unlike Trump and his supporters, who are energized and excited and oh so happy and ready and fired up to go vote for Trump. So now Democrats have that enthusiasm factor, which again plays into all of this questionable antics. All of this is perfectly building up right before the election. This is right before the debates. This is going to be interesting to see what happens, see if Biden is even going to debate. They're pulling out all the stops. And this whole thing with the Supreme Court justice is just another question mark on all of that. Because the Democrats were not excited to vote for Biden. But now they are. It just raises so many more questions about all of this. Makes me sick to my stomach knowing how darn well this could very, very, very well be a possibility. It just angers me. Nevertheless, here we are. in an election year with the Supreme Court justice ready to be nominated. Ready to go. I think I'm gonna. Okay, that's a good test, but I can use a lot of that.